Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. Just been for my stroll. Beautiful morning. The wind and the rain has finally stopped. We've been battered by it for days on end. Doesn't mean to say it's not going to rain or be windy later, but at the moment it's absolutely beautiful, lovely and still. I always like to ease myself back into the day, especially when I'm a bit tight in my back. So a little stroll. Think about, you know, what I'm doing the rest of the day. Lots of things lined up, so let's go in the cottage and talk about what we're going to be doing. There's a definite chill in the air, that's for sure. Now, I've looked on the weather forecast and it gives -5 in the next few days. I've checked my wood store, it's not looking too good actually, so later on I'm going to do a bit of chainsawing, sort some wood out, we don't want to freeze. Got to pop out and get some materials. I'm going to continue preparing these posts to go underneath the fireplace. Yeah, I've got an important announcement at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Okay, what else are we doing today? Oh, we're going to work on the stones on the fireplace. Maybe get the supporting stones that these are going to sit on mortared in so they can be set in. I've got to figure out a way where I'm going to fix the posts to the stone and to the wooden beam across. Got a few ideas. I don't really want to see any fixings or anything like that, but at the same time I need it to be strong and functional. I'm not sweeping the chimney, that's all nice and clean. But what these are for, I mean, we'll take the end off, it's not really relevant. Now I'm going to join these together, and what that does, it allows me to measure accurately the flue liner that I'm going to need, the flexible stainless steel flue liner. So what I'm going to do is join these all together, poke them all up. I think I've got enough, I've got a spare set somewhere if I need any extra. And I'll step back, look out the top, I'll put this on, see if I can see that. If I can, I know that I'm at the length that I need to be, so pull it back down, count them up, then that way I can get an accurate measurement of the flue liner, because it's quite expensive. I think it's about 35 euros a metre, so you know, you don't want to order an extra 2 metres. That'd be wasteful because it has to be cut off. So that is the theory behind these. So I've got me new chain, I've had this one sharpened as well, so I can cut some wood inside. I've got a petrol chainsaw as well for outdoor work, but I do prefer to use the electric one inside. So yeah, very handy tool when you have to keep on top of your chains as well. I like to have 2, so one can be sharpened while I have the new one put on. Before I forget, I've ordered something online for the cottage. Maybe a little bit premature, but if I don't get stuff in advance when I come to need it, you never find it. So I've got a little parcel to reveal shortly. I will find out who sent me some gifts, some lovely little chocolates, photograph and some other things. I've been trying to track you down to send you a message, but I can't find you. Thank you, Pamela, for buying the latest chopping board. By the way, the other one is on eBay. I think there's a few bids on it at the moment, so as this video goes out, I think you'll still be able to bid on it if you want it. Link in the description. Okay, that's enough small talk, let's get on with the work. Now some sides are a little bit rougher than others, so I might change attachment and try the brass wire brush lightly. I think some side that have been down or up have weathered differently to the other sides, which that's what you'd expect when they're outside. Okay, let's get that changed over. Hopefully it won't be too abrasive. So we're going to swap over to that one. I'm not sure whether the light's very good in here. It's a bit awkward to light it at the moment. So yeah, hopefully that won't be too abrasive, but there's only one way to find out. What I'll do a test piece on the bottom that I'm going to cut off. So I think what I'll do, I'll go over everything with that wire brush attachment first, and then I'll go behind with the other attachment. That cleans it up, but it doesn't strip it back too much. Now I'm going to be mindful and keep the same faces inward to the room, because two sections are darker than the other sections basically. Yep, they're coming up the tree. Right, while the dust settles, I'm going to go inside, get that little parcel that I told you about for the cottage, and we'll take a closer look. And here it is. Nothing spectacular, but nice little lamp. Now go above a little reading area. It's not old, which I don't mind, but because it's got the look, you know, it's nicely tarnished. That will polish up nice. We've got nice new wiring in there and in there, so you won't know that it's not an old one once it's in situ. Not quite sure where it's going yet, but I know it will go somewhere in there, definitely. So that's the look that I'm after anyway. I'm going to go for a gentleman's lounge, or ladies, but that's the term that they use. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't want to get ahead of myself, give too much away. Okay, let's carry on sanding. So we grab some fresh air. Even with a mask on, it's not the best. Oh, beautiful, the sun's out. Let's have a stroll around the garden, eh? Yeah, sometimes you need just to take a couple of minutes, reset. Just don't let it pass you by. It's when it's nice like this. It's come to my favourite spot in the garden, or one of them. Here it is. Peaceful, ain't it? Need that in life sometimes. Let's have a look in the old oak A-frame barn. Wow, looks like a wild party. It wasn't. It was the wind. wow, it's blowing everything about. I'm also thinking about this table. It's a nice old table, and I might just have that up in my office once I've refurbished it. Sand down and the stain. It's getting ruined out here, so yeah, yet another project. Now that area of woodland behind me, it's probably about 2 acres, but it's a little haven for all the wildlife around here. It's beautiful. It's privately owned. Some of the neighbours own it. I may look into, you know, getting part share of that because it's beautiful inside. It's just like a, well, different world really. It's so quiet in there, and I mean it's quiet here, but you're just surrounded by trees, and it's beautiful. I'd love to have a treehouse in there or something like that. There's a little stream that runs through it. I've been in there a few years ago, but because it's not my property, I don't normally go over there. But yeah, we get wild boar in there, the deer, and also the hunters. They they sit out in there and wait. So a bit of a mixed bag that really, but most of the year, you know, it's for the wildlife. So the next job, I'm going to screw all these together. Don't think they're going to be long enough. It's 7 metres here. So anyway, we'll get them all together, and I can always attach something else to get a better measurement if these ain't long enough. So we'll get these threaded together. Hopefully we'll see that out the top. Can't wait to get this fire fitted. I've got a feeling I'm going to be needing it sooner than I expected. But we are in January, so been lucky really with the coldness of the weather. Just not with the wind and the rain. Yeah, deceivingly long actually once you put them together. So I just need to put something across on the inside just to hold it while I go outside. Something like that will do. Any luck? I've got my hard hat on. I'm going to put some goggles on. Don't want anything falling in my eyes. Okay, up we go. A free chimney sweep while we're doing it. Whoa. Nearly there. A bit of muck falling down. Right, that is almost there. I think what it is, the yellow cleaner head is wider than the opening on the top, so it gives me an indication of how wide that is up there as well. We are one length off of, I think it's the 7 metre, so it'd be nice to get that out of the top. Don't think I'm going to. Yeah, maybe if I move it over a little bit. Not sure if you can see it, but the yellow head is to the left of the opening. It's quite a tiny opening. It probably explains why there isn't too much water down here, but yeah, that's not a bad thing. Creates a good sort of draw up for the fire. Okay, I think I'll take that yellow head off and just poke the stick out, and then I'll know for sure that it's definitely out the top. I think about 7 metres. Oh, sun's out, lovely. Right, let's take a look. There you have it, we're at the top. So, let's get them back down. Let's run a tape over there and just make sure I've got this measurement right. It should be 7 metres. Yep, we're looking at 7 metres. Okay, 7 times, I think it's 35 or 40 a metre, 28, yeah, €280, that's just for the flexible liner. Now when it comes to fitting the liner comes out of the top of the stack, and it has a round bracket, 2 halves, and some extended pieces to the side that sit on the stonework. And then I lay slate across, and then the chimney pot goes over, then the cap, and then you haunch it round. And I was thinking, where can I go and get didn't really want to buy a new chimney pot, though I don't mind. Where can I buy a second-hand one? And I was walking around the garden, you know, I've got stuff everywhere, and I thought, yeah, I've got a chimney pot and I've got a cap. Et voila, it's here. I think this will do. I'm just going to take some measurements, pull it out of the ground. It's been here for quite a few years. We won't tell Sam, will we? It's part of the part of the herb garden. Oh, there's a few centipedes in there. I can get it out. Okay, well that's what that is anyway. This is the cap. Now I've got one on my cottage fireplace. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. Does need a bit of a clean up. That's not a problem. Now what this helps with, it stops things flying down there, birds nesting because it spins, deters them. Occasionally, very occasionally, when the air pressure is going a little bit weird, which it does sometimes, you get what they call like a blow down through your stack, and that can blow out the inside of your fire. I've had it before and it's not very pleasant. It blows out hot ash everywhere. So this does help prevent that. That goes in there. It also tells you what direction the wind is. You know, you've got a little arrow on there. I think these are great. So yeah, I'm well pleased with that. We'll clean that up and we'll get that painted. We'll get this out. I'm going to run a tape over it, make sure. Perfect. 15 centimetres. So our flue liner will go on the come underneath and just sort of sit roughly about halfway, so it's nice and snug. Look at the mud, like a quagmire. And the vehicle's stuck when we're turning around. I can't move the caravan. I do need to address this area. Yeah, we'll get it all scraped off and get some stone down. Access is very important. That's the flexible stainless steel flue liner. And over here we actually have one with the clamp on. Brilliant, that saves you buying a clamp. So that's the clamp. I'll get that undone. Run a tape over that. I'm sure that's 150. So brilliant. Yeah, not quite got enough in one length to do what I need to do. Okay, let's get me spanners and a tape measure and we'll get that off. So yes, I've measured it, perfect size, so that's another item I haven't got to buy. That all adds up, that's probably 25 euros. Stainless steel, so it lasts for ages. Okay, let's go over to the chimney pot, get that out of the ground, try and get it out without breaking it. And yeah, I'll just show you what the setup is. So yeah, let's just get over there before I get soaked. The weather is so unpredictable lately. You don't know whether to dress for summer or winter. Yeah, that spans the opening. The liner fits in here. The chimney pot goes on top. We pack some slate out for the opening. Chimney pot on, and the flue liner goes up inside the chimney pot. Then you got the cap on the top. Then you have to haunch it all the way around with your cement, and then that's the job done at the top. So yeah, I'm gradually getting all the bits. We'll get that flue liner on order, but first let's see if I can get the terracotta pot out of the ground without cracking it. That's the wrong side. Make sure there's no little creatures under here. It's amazing how just loose stones can bedding so tight over the years. Yeah, a little bit of recycling in the bottom. Okay. Might be okay with that. There's a little bit of cracking. Crack there. Not so sure about this. Now we've got a crack there. I mean, a lot of that is going to be underneath the mortar. It's going to be haunched up quite high. Yeah. Might be okay. So anyway, this is what we was talking about. The flexi flue liner comes up through the bottom of this. This spans the stones either side, and then that goes on top. So I think to be on the safe side, when I go and order the stainless steel flue liner, I'll probably get another chimney pot. I don't want to take a chance with a cracked one, so I'll put that back. It's a lot of work that goes into it, you know, to have to replace it later on. You need to keep the visits to the top of the roof to a minimum, so yeah, I think I'll get another one. So whilst the weather is on our side and the sun is shining, I'm going to cut some wood up. Now I don't normally have to cut them in half. I normally use some dry, smaller pieces first to get a good bed of embers on there and then put the big logs on, but the little pieces arrived wet, so I'm struggling to get the fires going. So if I cut the big ones in half, I've got a better chance of igniting those. So yeah, that's the theory behind it anyway. So we have got a cold snap coming, a week of -2 to -5, which is cold but not freezing too bad like some people get, but nevertheless, once these stones get cold, it's actually colder inside than it is outside. So so they're not huge logs to start with, but I find if I cut them in half, I can get a fire going much quicker. Normally if I thought about it, I would have put a sheet underneath and just, but hey, I didn't. So I'd just like to take this moment to thank everybody for making this channel what it is. You know, I really do appreciate all your support, and yeah, I hope that doesn't change. Right, for that big announcement, or the announcement, or a new announcement, what I plan to do is start another channel. Now that's alongside this channel. This channel will stay the same as it is. It will be cottage renovations, but the new channel will be mainly visiting period properties, chateaus, property tours, sort of more the stuff I do away from this place, if you like. So yeah, this channel will stay the same. It'll be all about cottage renovations and, you know, a little bit of cat updates and stuff like that, but I just want to focus my attentions on either the cottage renovations at that particular time, or if I'm going out buying, antiquing, brocanting, anything like that. that side of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start up another channel, and it's going to be called, wait for it, Sean's Universe. Our original. But I really would appreciate, you know, if you could go over and subscribe and follow me on that one. Yeah, just leave us some comments. You know how it works and how you build a channel up. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. So this one will stay the same, you know. Still be working on here. I've got so much work here to do. It just helps focus in one particular area at a time. I've been thinking about it for quite some time now. I've asked lots of people to comment and give me feedback. So I've made the decision, you know, a new year, I'm going to start another channel alongside the one I've already got. So really would appreciate you checking out the link in the description, and hopefully I'll have that up and running while you're watching this. So I've been filming already, lots of exciting things on there. But yeah, it just channels off, you know, those that do want to watch it, those that don't, you know. Time is a premium to everybody, and you know, I appreciate that not everyone wants to see other stuff other than cottage renovations and vice versa. So I think that's the fairest way to do it. The new channel will be mainly me woodwork, like I say, brocanting, copper side of, you know, what I do, you know, my copper shop and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all for your support, and I'll see you all in the videos. Bye for now.